Yeah, fire it up. Let's get. Wait,
Hello.
is that that new Slappy shit?
Yes, it is. I guess Mike's taking over the intro.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast. This is episode 179. I'm Grant Fierro here with Mike Medina and Andrew Nicholas, returning guest. It has been a while.
I'm glad he's here.
Yeah. And we got Jamie Foy. I guess we're just gonna get straight into it. Jamie Foy, VX Part Field dropped today on Thrasher for Death Wish.
Yo, not trying to cut you off. Let me see that hoodie, dude.
Slappy Garage, like the throwback Padres.
Dude, that shit goes.
Yeah, I'm hyped on this one. This one's sick.
Yeah, I would be too. That thing goes. Okay, sorry.
No, go ahead. I know you want to talk about Foy, so you can just keep going.
I'll tell you right now, the Foy boy, dude. Okay, all right. So when we think about, I don't mean to throw this fucking the term out there already, but when we think of Skater of the Year, right? You think of a dude that you like. Okay, no, but like traditionally, right? For real. Traditionally, like when you think of Skater of the Year, that dude in your head has consistently been there. Whether it's been like video parts, news, sponsor changes, King of the Road, blah blah, whatever it is, right? It seems like they've stayed active, or they stayed on your mind, or they stayed in the limelight, so to speak, the entire year. Yeah. And for you to say that Foy didn't do that again this year is a fucking lie, dude. Everything you see of him, everything you see of Foy this entire year has been spread out so evenly that that we've talked about him on this goddamn show pretty much every month.
Yeah.
Right?
That's accurate.
That's all I'm saying.
He's the busiest skaters and skateboarders.
The busiest fucking skateboarder right now. That's what I was literally leading to. He's the busiest skateboarder, in my opinion. I see him nonstop. Everywhere. Sponsor changes. Big sponsor changes, too. You know what I mean?
I hope he takes, now that he's gone New Balance, like they take time and he films a part that's like over years. Or maybe, a year and a half. I guess you can't do years nowadays. But just something that, because it feels like he puts out so much stuff and it always gnarly as hell. But it's like, dude, I want that one definitive Jamie Foy part that you're like, oh my God, that part ended everything. Like, they're always super gnarly, but I feel like he hasn't had his Nigels part that Nigels came out with.
Yeah, no, I understand.
That's what I was literally. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about Jamie. Like, as
you're right.
You
are right.
Hit the.
I can totally agree and say that there is no definitive Jamie for me.
I think you could. The closest thing. This might sound weird at first, but let me explain. Is the what was Ty Evans' video? The flat Earth. Because that's a long part, but it was over a while. So by the time some of it came out, like people were viewing Jamie different than when some of that footage was filmed, and I think they were viewing it as old. Like Jamie's in Nikes, and he was off Nike for a long time before that came out.
That was probably the best Jamie.
But yeah, that's like the longest part with there is the craziest tricks in that part.
That Barrick's New Balance or next new wave shit is fucking awesome.
That was sick. That was
so awesome.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one of his actually.
Now he's like, I'd like to see another one of those, like you said, like Ty's video, but he can go in a little more. As gnarly as he is, like if he really saves some shit, I know he could put out the gnarly. One of the gnarliest.
You know what? The thing that always gets me, man, is how he skates arguably the biggest shit in skateboarding, right?
Yeah.
But it's like crazy healthy. Like, how do you skate that big of shit consistently like that?
I don't, dude. When he took that slam to his face, what was that like?
Right. Totally.
I thought he'd be out for a minute, and then it's like, 2 weeks later,
he was really on a trip the next week.
Literally. Like, dude, it's crazy to me. Like, this guy's work ethic is. I feel like I haven't seen this before.
The Florida man.
I have to make a quick request.
What's that?
Can you take your hood off?
Oh, you can't see me, dude?
No. It's not even that. It's that your microphone is like rubbing and it's sounding kind of crazy.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me know.
For sure.
Yeah.
As far as this part particular, for me, first of all, it is a back when he nose grind on a ledge and a line, and he grinds it so long. I don't know.
Dude, the one that he looks down at and is just like, "Oh, I'm still here. I'm gonna bounce out now."
And his back heel on that bump over bar was so good. He caught it like straight heel flip and then just turned.
Yeah,
I don't think of the pop to do a new trick at a spot that's been around for a while. It's pretty fucked.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know, man. If there happens to be some fucking Jamie Big Boy Foy 2018 back-to-back push, I'm all for it.
He's not even on the finalist list.
That's crazy to me. That seems just insane. I'm saying we could vote him in or something. We got to call Felper. We got to text Burn Dog. We got to get something going. This seems weird. Like, I have a top 3 personally, and
Let's
there's
hear
no
it.
way he's not on it.
Let's hear it.
Right now, I got I finally saw fucking Blessed, and holy shit, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck? First of all, it's long as hell, dude. Like, my God. Jeez Louise. But it literally felt like 2 skate videos at a certain point.
I love it.
No, it was cool. It was cool, especially if you were at the premiere and it was an hour and a half long. I think I'd be fucking gassed up. I'd be fucking super hyped on that. But, nah, dude. Tyshawn, man. Fuck, dude. Like, for him to win SOTY would just be so sick.
I think it would be the sickest if Tyshawn won.
Me too.
I don't know why. It would just be so tight.
Me too.
Like,
but then, like,
go back and like the whole thing would be so sick.
And then I just like rewatched Evan's piece part, and I'm just like,
that's a SOTY part too,
dude. It screams SOTY part. Like, every clip is so good. You know? Oh man, I don't know.
Andrew, where are you at with all this?
I'm curious.
Tyshawn by 5 miles.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna say Tyshawn too. That's what I want to win.
Dude,
I don't know. I still think they might choose Evan, but why do you say by 5 miles?
Because he's the best one.
I know, but it's
reason why they've given us the SOTYs. Like, one year it was like, oh, Abe got it, and I was hyped, right? Because like, oh, this dude deserves it. And then you get like a David Gonzalez. Why? They never give us like a clear reason. I feel like Tyshawn did every reason possible. He's the cool, like, he has influence on the.
He's the coolest
community.
Yep.
He fucking went in. He literally did shit for New York skateboarding. Like, he shut down spots. You know what I'm saying? He changed the whole game over there, and here he fucked up the place. So he went in the hardest. He did shit that was way different. You know, everyone's grinding rails right now, which I love. Don't get me wrong, but he just looks and shines out way different than everybody else's right now. So he gets it by my eyes.
You know what I think needs to be, like, it's not in a video part because you can't redo this, but his line on Instagram when he front board, like, just bonks the tractor in the street.
Oh, I love that.
The most absurd. Like, that is really the sickest. Like, if he wins SOTY, I just want them to post that and just say SOTY. That's the sickest line.
That is so good. Dude, I couldn't agree with Andrew any more on everything he just said, to be honest with you. Especially the part where he said he stands out. He fucking stands out, man.
It's a really good point. He does.
He fucking stands out.
Really
He's not like any other skateboarder. Even the homies that he skates with, he stands out from them, and that says a lot.
That is true.
Also, dude, let's not, like, if we're gonna just talk about Blessed really quick and just hit on Blessed. Yeah. Fucking Rowan, dude.
Rowan was sick.
Wow.
Yo, did you go ollie to wall right in there? He straight like no angle to wall.
Dude, Rowan is so tight, dude.
Nollie flip on the.
I think kids are really, really, really gonna start fucking liking Rowan after this.
Rowan's rad.
Dude, he's sick, dude.
You're fired up on him. I
am. It's different. It's like, it's a different approach to shit. And I've always liked New York footage. You know what I mean?
He shreds. I think
he strips.
One that I really liked was that Sean Pablo, like, he's always had the haters, the people who think he is as good as he is.
I'm one of them, dude. I know it.
Shit in that
he killed it. He fucking killed
it. I think this, like, if you hear anyone hate on Sean now, you could be like, okay, well,
I understand why he's pro, and it took me over a year to understand this. Even after the cons, like the highly fucking anticipated cons part, like, I was still kind of like, okay.
This is his best This is 100% Pablo's best footage.
This is 100 million% his best effort by far.
Yes.
Well, that's what you would want to give to. Like, cool as cons is, like, dude, the Supreme videos now, that's the second one that just...
That's his whole wave. Yeah.
Dude. His back 50 on the Dylan rail was...
So sick.
Obviously, it was
so tight.
Cool to see. It was a really cool tribute. He had the shirt. The whole thing was tight. I was impressed that he back 50'd that.
I think it's huge.
It looked so gnarly.
Yeah.
That section.
Dude, he really killed it.
Yeah.
The ledge spot that goes down, like, against the fence. Where he backside flip fakey 5-0s.
Yes.
Oh,
That
jeez,
was,
yeah,
that
that's
was really at the premiere. That was one of the tricks that he did that, and I was like, dude, this is really the best Sean Pablo footage ever.
that's a
Like,
fucked up trick,
that, you
dude.
can't hate on that. Like people will say, like, oh,
Mm-mm.
it just says backtails and impossibles. Like that's a crazy trick.
That's
and
a crazy trick for anyone
so
to
hard
do.
skate.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yep, I agree.
Video was.
You guys think that's full length of the year?
Yes.
Who does that award now? Transworld?
Yeah, I think it's Transworld.
Yes, I would give it to that. There was so many good videos this year, though.
Bunch of good full lengths.
There really was.
Purple was great.
Purple. I love Purple. Quasi.
Oh man, I forgot about Mother. That video was the shit.
That video was really good.
It's got my dude in it, man. You already know, man.
It's hard to think of any other videos like when something like that comes out right at the end of the year.
Yeah, no shit. Really good point.
When came out, you totally forget because you're just on that one.
Dude, Tyshawn, real quick before we keep this moving. Switch back 270 lip to handrail.
Yep.
Switch back 3 that
Dude,
bump over can.
the way his legs look,
He
the
faked
way his
the ollie
legs
to
look
bump over
too.
bar.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
out of this world.
He also nollie hard flipped a fucking trash can standing up.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about his killer part.
Yeah.
So Bless drops. He obviously is the standout dude in that video.
Mm-hmm.
With all due respect to everyone that killed it, Vincent, a European guy, I really liked his skating.
Yeah, he's rad.
And then he drops this trash can part with Strobeck.
Best name for it. Trash can part for sure.
Dude, yeah, they called it killer, which is fine, but trash can part sounds pretty tight.
Skates to Biggie.
Yeah, skates to Biggie. He's doing all these flip tricks over trash cans. The lines were okay.
Like he should always he should always skate to Biggie.
But him to Rick Ross was so sick.
That was sick too. Yeah,
so
you're right.
sick.
Yeah, you're totally
He
right.
ollie hard flips it, doesn't move his foot, does a quick little shove it. Something about that was, I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
great.
He's special.
he's special. Yeah, that's all we got to say out of this whole conversation. That's what. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Sean or him skate in person?
No,
Way
I have
more
not.
fun. The first time I didn't feel any way towards Sean until the first time I saw him skate in person. I was like, Jesus Christ! He looks like he's just floating on his board. Like it looks like he's
super light footed.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he does got really light feet. That's
I like
for
the light foot style.
In person, it's way like it translates in the footage, but in person, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it didn't make sense.
That's tight. That's rad.
That's when I first started really fucking with that kid. Otherwise, before I didn't feel any way towards it, but then after that, I was like, Jesus, that kid's good.
That's sick.
But
I
anywho,
was like that in person. Well, I mean, we've already mentioned SOTY a little bit. We might as well talk about Zion, right? Because he's clearly in the
shit.
right.
yeah,
As he drops another crazy part, Jupiter Rising, for real on Thrasher.
Dude, he's becoming one of my favorite dudes. You already know he's been like my favorite skater, but he's becoming like one of my favorite dudes to talk about because it's just like we mentioned this this productivity of Jamie or even of like these new dudes for that matter. Like these new Florida kids are not fucking around at all.
It's
Like
true.
they all moved out west and were ready to fucking grind the biggest rails. You know what I mean? It's insane. But for Zion, dude, he's another dude that's like, I don't know what I'm going to get. His fucking bag of tricks. Like, sure, he has his staples that I know I'm going to get, but also he's going to do some shit that I didn't know. I wasn't expecting.
yeah.
Especially like the way he 5-0s handrails. Why does it look different?
It did look.
He 5-0. I mean, not really 5-0 was super long, and the way he's obviously on his heel. It's a 5-0 round rail.
Yeah, but like
he turned a little bit front side, and the rail's curving the other way.
yeah,
So
but
it
like I
looks
feel like
even
all of his
crazier.
5-0s, like go back and look at his footage. Like the way he does it just looks fucking sick.
Greg,
Like he
you've been to
sits back. Huh?
I haven't, Andrew. No.
This Pasadena, and dude, this rail. I was skating there at night one time. We used to live by there, just looking around at shit. I was like, "Whoa, that's funny." Like someone grinding that would be fucked. And then he just 5-0s it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I've been grinding on it on Instagram. I was like, "Jesus Christ, that must have been insane." And then when he actually had a trick on it, I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
It's so gnarly the way just curving that way. You know, like
Yeah, that's crazy.
a back grind on it would be so much more comfortable. I'm sure.
So you know,
What was that?
I've been thinking about when Chris Cole won SOTY, he was winning the shit out of every contest, And he put out a part probably in those, like it's probably New Blood or something came out around that time.
Yeah.
If that, I don't feel like they consider that as much anymore. Because if you think about how fucked up of a year Zion had,
Yep.
he's in Street League. He makes the final. He didn't get to skate it because he got knocked out. But then he also goes to Park Series and wins a fucking Park Series. Put out a shitload of footage. Like in all reality, if you're just going by who had the gnarliest year, Zion had the gnarliest year. But with SOTY, I don't know what the standard is anymore. So
That's a good point. It's like
That's a very good point.
There really is no like. I mean,
No, that
checklist
used
or,
to, contests used to be like a pretty
I don't think
big
contests matter
factor.
at all.
I don't think, especially not today's contest with Thrasher.
But
yeah, I don't think they care.
I feel like Chris Cole like didn't really. I think that's like a part of it. I know he won the Back to the Berg shit. I don't know if that's the same year or one of those 2 years.
That's a Thrasher contest though. That's good. That gets in his favor regardless. You know what I mean?
It was just like, I don't know. I feel like that should count for something, especially Zion's not like, you don't think of Zion as like, oh, he's a contest skater. Like, no, he's a street skater who had to fuck up some contests. And it's, I mean, I hate the whole fucking notion of like that a contest makes you lame because, dude, there's been plenty of skaters who I won't name by name who wouldn't want to be, you know, even seen in the light, but who ask for help with contest shit and who are the gnarliest street skaters who you don't, like when they're in a contest, they want to skate good. Why the fuck would they show up? They might act like it sometimes, like, oh, I just fucked around. But, dude, a contest should get, because there's certain dudes in there who are lame as fuck, who we won't name either. You don't want to be put into that category, but kind of sucks because that's the whole point of Street League in the first place, was to make it that we could have cool street skaters in a contest. And now it's like, it's 2.0.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, anybody from Street League who might tune in, but it's just not what it was. So.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
You're definitely right.
It just sucks like stigma when it's like, it's not really the worst shit, especially when some of the gnarliest shit goes down. Like Jocelyn will cab flip a fucking giant stair in the shit.
Yeah.
Go down to the street. So it's like, I don't get why like some dudes are afraid of like of really trying hard in that shit.
I love Chris Jocelyn.
I do like that you point out the Zion skate Street League and then he'll skate Park Series. Like he won a Park Series, he was an alternate and then won the contest.
I want that kid to go. If he went full in on like training.
Oh, I've been saying it forever, dude.
He would fucking win, dude.
I've been saying that.
Olympics. He would get the gold medal.
Dude, his front shove in that Park Series run is the sickest thing. Like no one else would front shove that.
I've definitely had this conversation with Jim Thiebaud for sure.
I know, like, that course definitely played to his strengths, but that's off the kid. He skates transition, but he's not training transition.
He also skates fucking 18 stair handrails, you know?
Yeah. That's like the transition. I don't know why that translates. Like, Hatchell, remember his fucking POW part?
Yes.
Did he feeble that rail we're talking about? It might have been the same shit.
I don't know. But yeah, he could, yeah.
He could, so I don't know why that translates. That dudes who skate the gnarly giant rails also could throw down on the transitions.
It's just because they got big balls.
It's sick. You know what's random to me to this day? In Zion's other part from earlier this year, what was that called? The real one?
Oh shoot, I
think it was just called like real, like his pro part.
It was Zion Wright's real part.
Yeah, I think pretty sure.
All back heel in that, like I don't think of Zion. I think of him as he's gonna like kill some rails. If I think of Zion flip tricks, maybe like a tray flip. He skates a gap, back heel, back three,
frontside flip for sure.
Yeah, frontside flip. His nollie back heel in that part is so good, and I would never think of him to do like that crazy standout of a nollie back heel. And with dudes that can like skate street stuff and kill the tranny, I don't usually think of them as dudes that would do like the most proper flip trick either. Like maybe they'd skate handrails. But it's just a crazy mix.
His back heel's really good.
Yeah, he does have a good back heel.
I remember when I first see him at Tampa, he would like fly out that giant 5 and shit. I thought he was definitely like a skate park, like knew how to hit skate parks really well, you know?
Yeah.
But then he definitely obviously is a street skater. I would say if you had to define him, he's a street skater. But dude, he has something when it comes to the parks, and I wish he would take that shit serious as fuck and come home, bring the USA a gold medal.
I mean, dude, he's still only like 18 or 19 or some crazy shit, right?
He's young, yeah.
Yeah, like he could still get his tranny on it at some point for sure.
I honestly, if I was Red Bull, I'd be like, hey, bro, but they got Sorgente. He's from the USA, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's
Yeah.
from Florida too, right?
I know he lived in Florida, but he was born somewhere else.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Actually, not positive. I don't know. I mean, I know the whole Olympic thing. Like, you don't have to go exactly where you were born, I guess.
Yeah, you can follow your lineage.
I don't think so. It's possible. I could be wrong. I'm not positive Sorgente was born in the U.S. He might have been born somewhere else.
yeah,
Dude, sick.
And you can represent that country.
Did you see, actually, speaking of the Olympics, Leticia posted on her story that she couldn't get a visa, and she was like, I can't go to Japan. I don't know if I can skate the Olympics.
No, I didn't see that.
On a trip now. Like, she was trying to, but she might have been just fucking around with saying she can't.
She said the Olympics, though, too. She said, like, I can't go to Japan, and then she said something else, and then she's like, I don't know if I can skate the Olympics.
I know she was trying to go, like, just recent, but I don't know. Yeah, that's Japan's a little more strict. It's funny now that, like, the kids like Deshaun and them travel around more, and to see the process, like, just to go to a fucking other country for a contest is such a pain in the ass. Like,
yeah,
all the you have to fill out. But I mean, I wonder if it's the same way for coming to here, because that shit's they do it real strict in Australia for fucking sure. But
oh really? I bet it's probably pretty crazy coming here too. Just as an assumption.
I think Brazil for Deshaun might be a little easier, but it just depends. Yeah, I would assume that'd be hard here.
Yeah. One thing I do want to ask both of you. All right, so Miles Silverson duets, his front feeble ender, right? The trans world cover.
Yeah.
And Jamie Foy down the Kinker in Sacramento. Which one's gnarlier?
Dude, the Kinkers, man. I don't
Gnarly.
I don't know.
Okay, wait. The question's gnarly. Which one's gnarlier?
Jamie.
I picked Jamie.
I'm picking Miles.
I knew you would.
Because
but I feel like I don't know if it might have been like the perfect rail for him to do. Like he was comfortable on it, and I feel like Jamie don't go to a rail because he's comfortable.
But yeah, that's true. But that kink rail has been destroyed. This rail that Miles front feeble has only been 50'd.
I don't know.
And it's in the middle, so he has to jump on the stairs. And if you think about how fast he's grinding, when he's like halfway down that thing, he's going so fast.
He was cooking. I don't know. I see like Miles is so good at front feebles and back smiths and shit. I just think I was more impressed with Jamie. If I had to go off of which one, like
it just impressed you more, you go Jamie.
So Jamie.
You know what I loved about Jamie?
That Miles was easier or harder rather.
Yeah. I was stoked on the way Jamie popped out of his. It looked sick. Like he dodged the last little kink and just followed out. That looked tight. Miles, I was hyped. Miles posted the attempts to his because it made it even more clear how gnarly of a front feeble that was. He was going so fast.
Have you been to that rail, that kink one?
No.
Like you have to you can't go fast at it to like gap down and get, so you have to like pretty much
go slow and just lock.
Like Midler's kickflip back 50 on that is fuck
crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
But yeah, so for that front feeble to get on it alone is pretty fucked, and then you have to sit in it. But once you get on, it feels like a smooth ride. But this is talking from a dude who doesn't skate that type of shit. The people I saw skating it looked like once they're on,
it does. No, that makes sense though, because if like when dudes will go there, like the real team was there on like their SF to SAC trip a couple of months ago, and all those like Jack Olson obviously skates rails a lot, and Tanner Van Vark, like all those dudes were just grinding at like 50 for Instagram, and they looked like they were pretty comfortable, like just lock in and grind it mellow. It makes sense. Like as gnarly as it is, obviously it's gnarly, but I feel like it's a good rail for what it is. Like I kind of understand why those dudes that are comfortable skating it get the craziest tricks on it.
Was that rail square that Miles fucking front people too? I feel like
it looked square in the footage because like that side angle that he posted, but I feel like it has to be circle.
Dude, if it's square, then it is more fun.
If it's square, that's crazy.
It does make it a little bit crazier for sure.
I might have a photo of the. I bet if you look at the cover, you could tell.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. That's interesting. I kind of want to check now. Anyway, Kyron Davis dropped the part yesterday for numbers on Thrasher.
Sick.
I'm hyped on this.
He's sick.
I've been a fan of his skating. I mean, my first memory of Kyron skating is in the last Cliche video. I remember what that was called.
Bon Voyage?
Yeah. It was Bon Voyage. And he's in that. That's the first time I ever heard of him. And I thought he was sick in there, but he wasn't really like. I don't feel like I didn't see a bunch after that for a little bit, and then Cliche ended. And then when I saw Costin like got him on numbers, I was like, oh, sick! Like we're gonna see more Kyron. This dude's tight. And this part's for sure. Like if I someday feel like watching Kyron, like I'm obviously gonna watch this one. Like this is the sickest one so far, definitely.
It was really good. I liked the edit. I liked how it started out. Like it feels like so many parts start out with some crazy dude on the street with the music.
Yeah.
I really noticing that watching that, and then Jamie's part started out with some dude rapping.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like, that's what I noticed. God damn, every part starts with some crazy person singing, but
Yeah.
But no, that part was so. Even though it's like music I'm not really into, it felt like his style, and I just really enjoyed like the part. It's hard to find a part that's edited to the style of the person nowadays. I feel like everyone's like, trap song, this, that, like throw it together. But this felt like you could feel his skating and his personality through the part and the edit. So I really
There definitely was personality in the skating, which is always like a cool touch when someone's able to do that. Like he really, I feel like he's like smiling as he's doing lines. Like he's just cruising. It's sick.
Part was so good, and just the crustiness of everything they skate out there is like when they do shit like he's doing on it.
Yeah, doing crazy tricks, just like cool looking. Like you said, the spots you could tell a lot of them are really hard to skate, and he's doing cool stuff on them. And
Yeah,
like
the back 50 around the pole, dude.
Dude, that was pretty gnarly.
I love that.
The second angle of it was sick. I think that second angle was crucial to seeing that he actually had to like hold his arm back from smacking the pole.
Dude, I love that clip, bro. Do you know how I fucking know about Kyron Davis is that? Do you remember that what you call it? That like Tom Knox video that I posted on Instagram a while ago?
Oh yeah, where like someone tries a trick.
Yeah,
and then
Kyron is the one that fucks up, and then Tom makes it right after.
Okay,
yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, that's how I found out about him.
Funny.
Yep.
What else do we got on this list?
Numbers come out with more stuff for sure.
Yep, me too. That's what I wanted to touch on. I wanted to touch on the fact that why, like, okay, so like say like, okay, so every kid, right, every new skateboarder, every kid for that matter, they always fanboy on some shit, right? We all did it. We're a fan of a brand so heavy that's what we wanted when we went to the shop. That's the brand that we wanted, right? And like, so say that you're like super hyped on numbers. Like they only have limited amounts of boards, right? They only do like a limited run or whatever. That seems like a weird fucking marketing strategy.
I think I do think the idea is cool of like a different artist each thing and it's limited and whatever. But I think it would, to answer your question, like I think it would be sick if they keep doing these like additions, and then they have just like some revamped like team ones.
Agreed.
Each time, just like some cool like basic logo wood grain, like whatever
that they could have to feed their fans.
Always in the shops, and then when they do these like artist collaborations, it's not that often. It's like this is Numbers Edition 5, and this company's been around for a while, so.
And they've already done collabs with Nike and Adidas multiple times.
Wow. I don't know why you're so bitter about that.
Because work on the fucking board brand, man. Give us some damn boards.
Not collab with Nike and Adidas if you could.
From what I know,
that's literally not even the question.
From what I know, they're setting up. I mean, they got Jason over there, who was obviously from Crail Tap, and he knows what he's doing when it comes to production and things like that. The hard part is trying to figure out, like, you go through one person making your clothes, and then you're unhappy, and then you got to switch, and then they got to make your clothes. Like, a new brand's got to make your clothes, and you got to find out how they come out with everything. And then the boards, dude, there are some brands out there who come out with so many damn boards that they're hogging all the wood factories. So if you want a specific board from a specific wood factory, and you're not one of the biggest buyers, you're at third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh in line.
Back in the line. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I know they're still catching.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a lot of complications. I'm sure it's not just like we're sitting here talking about it like it's easy.
Man, this is fucking Costin and Guy. These fools got the resources to make it happen. That's all I'm saying, dude. They got collabs with Nike, man. Use that shit.
I guarantee once it gets rolling a little more, it's gonna be a lot smoother. But
I thought it would be rolling by now.
I feel you on. I think they should be somewhere between the amount of boards they're putting out and
it's crazy.
in between that and primitive because primitive puts out so much. Somewhere in
Too
the middle
much.
is like the perfect balance, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
I will say
I don't know.
What I was saying about the kind of like logo boards is like I see like Miles or Costin wearing like a numbers T-shirt or hat, and I'm like, oh, that graphic's sick. Like, why isn't that on a board?
Yep.
I just think
totally
that
right.
it's weird that there's not really. It's almost like it's hard to. There's not that much recognition because their logos and their graphics are never on the boards. I mean, obviously, I'm sure if there's numbers somewhere on the board, but like, and maybe that's what they want to do, and that's fine. But
I don't know, man. I just feel like we see other board brands that do artist collaborations, quote unquote editions often, right? But we still see them with the basic Death Wish board, the basic Baker board, the real board for that matter. Just, you know what I mean? Like, why can't numbers just do that?
Brands like their classic board is probably the best. Like a classic Baker board.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. They're in every shop you can think of, right? You go to a shop and there's a Baker board there.
You're always gonna see that.
Right. That's how I feel like numbers lacks that, dude. Like if you're a kid, you go to a shop and you look for a numbers board and it's not there. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you that hyped on the brand anymore when you can't get the shit?
I
mean, good thing to have. If you're a kid, you're probably just gonna end up buying it online.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's a good point.
But I think they don't even. I think that's kind of the point. They don't want to have their art direction is the artist that they have in. I don't think they have like a specific. This is how numbers look.
Man, that's some Seinfeld ass shit, dude. That's a brand about nothing.
I'm not against it though.
Hey, it's still a concept though, isn't it?
They're doing their thing. I would like to see some more stuff out of them. The team is so rad that
the team is my favorite, dude. Fucking Antonio, come on! Like,
how's there? Today, they're gonna need to give Antonio a board.
I agree.
I don't know how he still am.
I agree.
My guess is he's working on a.
That would be the board that I'd be most hyped for that on that brand, and I'm being totally honest.
The boards skate really well, so it would be nice to see more of them out and about.
Is it Bareback wood?
Yeah, I believe so. Don't 100% quote me, but yeah.
Okay.
Tag had one. He liked it.
They're really. I skate them probably more often than most boards, but
really,
it's about finding them when you can. Like
how often do you find them?
I got my ways, but
okay.
For a kid who doesn't,
exactly. Yeah. No, it's just a question. It's a good question.
It's a good question.
It's a question that I have heard from many people about the brand. So
yeah,
makes sense. Yep. I hear it all the time too, and I don't even work at the shop anymore.
Yeah, totally.
Huff dropped Huff 002, their second edit of this series, with full parts Justin Dreisen, Solomon Cardenas, and Austin Gillette.
Super hyped on Justin Dreisen.
Dude, I like Justin. I've liked him.
Fucking rips, dude.
I say that to prelude the fact that I think this is, again, the best footage of him that's come out.
Agreed.
By far.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I've been down to watch that dude skate, but this footage, I was like it was very impressive.
He fucking rips.
Andrew, I know you've been to. I don't know, but you've had to have been to the brick quarter pipes.
Oh, those are fuck. That backside.
Okay, that backside flip is really like the craziest thing.
Yeah, those things.
I think it looks pretty crazy in the footage, but like it
definitely looks pretty crazy.
It looks like it. You would really look at it and think it's not possible.
It's one of those spots that you skate and you're like, oh dang, this is like you do something and you're pretty stoked on it, and you never really realize the footage everybody else was doing until you actually been there. Then you start looking and you're like, Jesus Christ, what is everyone thinking?
Dude, I was the same way with this spot and LAI, both of them. It's like, how do people just kill these things?
The brick bank that over there is so fucked. Like people, one of the craziest ones is the ride on into the stair bank and they like go into tail slide.
Oh yeah, that's insane. Andrew Allen, dude, I think he murders those, man.
Yes. But yeah, Justin, and another crazy thing about Justin Dreisen's backside flip is you think to pretty sweet, Guy Mariano just like launched out of that thing, right? Yeah. That isn't even that long ago, and it went from Guy Mariano doing basically an ollie to Justin Dreisen doing a backside flip. Like that's the gap in between. There was nothing else. What?
That video came out 6 years ago, and he probably filmed it a year or two before that. So
that's true. That's probably true. But there was unless I've just missed it. I don't know if any other trick has even gone down.
No, you're 100% right
Like
on that.
both the 180 got skipped. Like everything got skipped. It just went straight backside flip. Oh,
You know
that is insane.
something? But Colin Provost could probably do something gnarly there.
Oh, he's fucked up when it comes to those weird
Dude,
banks and
that's
bumps,
a,
dude.
that's
He's
a very good point.
insane.
Because he'll skate a curb like he'll like backside ollie off of a curb.
And he'll like blast off, dude, off a curb.
So crazy.
What footage was it in that it was recent? I can't remember from what, but it's like it's some curves that almost make a hip. Like if you thought of it as mini boards, they're little bank curves, but he kicked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that. I don't remember what it's from either, but I do remember seeing that.
maybe in that.
Is it
Volcom-
that?
Grand
Yeah, I
Volcom.
think it was that Volcom thing. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh,
that
that's
backslide
crazy.
in Justin's footage was fucked.
Yeah,
Also,
he's sick.
Solomon Cardenas 50-50 out of that curb cut on that like wall in front of a house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the way that was filmed is hectic too. Yeah.
Oh, I was tripping on that 50.
Yeah, that looks huge. It looks crazy.
It looks like it's up to his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I like that it looked hard for him.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, that's
And
what I
Austin
mean. Like
Gillette-
it was hectic looking.
Austin Gillette, speaking of SOTY, he's a finalist. That makes me hyped because he was hurt for so long, and I love watching him skate. And
He's
really
a
has
finalist, and
here.
Jamie's not a finalist.
Okay, but don't act like Austin shouldn't be.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's ass backwards.
It sounds like somebody's really into handrails over there.
Dude, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me, dude?
You're acting like Austin shouldn't be on that list.
Dude, I'm still in the early 2000s in my mind, bro.
That's fine. Austin Gillette had a crazy year.
You know what's crazy? Deshaun said something crazy the other day. He said that Austin Gillette's one of his favorite skaters. And I went,
Yeah.
really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, look how he skates. I'm like, hey, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
I never would. If you told me to guess, like Deshaun's top 5 favorite skaters, Austin Gillette would not have been on my list for Deshaun
that one surprised
at
me.
all. That's tight though. I think it's cool when it's not someone you'd always expect.
Totally, yeah. But I get it because Deshaun tries to like be a little floaty, and definitely Austin is super floaty. So I can see it.
So sick. He does a switch Smith 180 just on a flat ledge and a line in this part. And it's a concrete ledge, which like Smith grind's already, and I feel like it looked chunky too. And just switch Smith isn't a common trick. It looks sick.
He's one of the
He skates
gnarliest.
so
Like,
fast.
he can skate that humans can't skate.
That's true.
He's gnarly.
Battle at the Barracks 11 is almost over. We have finals night. Well, there's one more battle, and then there's finals night next week.
I've been watching them.
You've been watching them. Who you got to pick? Okay, well, first of all, let's do this. We have Tom Asta versus Mike Mo. Winner goes to finals night. Who do you got?
God, I hope Mike Mo. I
want Mike Mo, but I know it's Tom Asta, dude.
I want Mo, and I'm just gonna say Mo. Yeah, I'm just going Mo.
Hey,
All right, cool.
I hope Tom Asta. I've wanted him to do good at so many things, and he always lets me down. I hope it's one of those this time.
I like Tom.
Lets me
But-
down.
I love Tom Asta,
I
dude.
love-
Mike Mo in finals night would be so sick.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I love Tom Asta, but Mike Mo at finals night would be the shit. It'd be the like.
Yep.
That I mean, he's gone through so much.
For the culture, Mike Mo for sure.
We need Mike Mo there, dude. We really need Mike Mo there.
I agree.
Didn't look bad against Malta, and I feel like he was holding back.
I thought he looked fucking great against Malta.
Dude, I think he could. I think he could beat Tom.
Watch him fuck around and win the whole thing again, dude.
That
Hey.
would be the sickest.
You never know, bro. The only thing he can fucking skate is flat ground. You don't think he's like training?
I said the same thing. I think I said it like last week or the week before when he played. I was like, dude, I mean, what else has he been fucking doing?
Yeah. I hope if he won somehow, I'd be the happiest. And
Who would you, if you were betting, who do you think's gonna win? The whole
Dude, the last dudes that are in there right now, I think are the best dudes in the entire. I had Felipe. That was like I thought Felipe was gonna win the whole fucking thing. And now that he's out, I think
Chris might win again.
I'm thinking the same thing. The fact that he is not intimidated at all.
I just can't picture someone beating him.
It's pretty crazy.
Don't sleep on Seva.
Seva, I was gonna say
That's a
Seva
good
still
point.
has these 5 tricks
That is a
that
good
he
point.
could literally rifle off
Here's the
5 in a
thing,
row.
though. Here's the thing: is I could see these 5 tricks that Seva gets most people on. I could see Chris landing like 3 of them,
So can I.
and then all of a sudden, what was that, Andrew?
Hard flip front 180. I don't know.
Fucked.
Hey, if if that's the last letter, I'm saying Chris pulls it second try. I really think he could.
I hope I get to fucking edit this clip later and put that in there after he does it.
I'm not saying it's going to be as perfectly smooth as Seva's, but I think he could do it.
Cody is one of my like best friends and favorite skaters, and the way Jocelyn just fucking went in on him, like Cody was going in, and Jocelyn.
Yep.
Dude,
I was gonna say I wouldn't say he went in on him. I'd say they went in on each other. And
Nollie double flip, third trick of the game, and Jocelyn was like, "All right."
And like the way he lands it was so sick too. Like Jocelyn was like, "Okay."
It was just Jocelyn's already fucking good, and it was just a so it was just like it was so. Well, you know when somebody was already insane and just on it, like when Nigel's at those X Games where like the last one where he just won it by 1,000 miles, like that's how that shit felt. Like there was nothing Cody could do that day to beat Chris.
Dude, in this game against Fillet, he literally teaches him how to do Nollie 360 heel standing still.
Bro, it's funny you had Fillet pick because as soon as he gets against one of those big dudes, I can't see Fillet ever beating one.
I love Fillet, bro. That's all it is I think he's so sick, dude. And the way he flips his board is fucking awesome.
Dude. Okay, but think about this. Chris got through his past 2 games have been so long against Cody and Fillet that after beating both of them and the amount of tricks they did on him that he landed, I cannot picture him losing.
Dude, I don't blame you, man. If you take Chris to win the whole thing and put money on it, I think it'd be a safe bet, honestly.
You're not getting much back from the casino if you bet on Chris.
Yeah, no shit. Exactly. Yeah.
Odds are fucking high.
You know what
who do you think is the underdog?
The underdog. Wait, who? Oh, Luan's the other person.
It would be if Mike Mo wins. Oh, it'd be Tom Master or Mike Mo.
Yeah, I was gonna say whoever wins this battle, I'm saying is the underdog.
Gotta be. I mean, dude, Luan is scary just to watch him do a kickflip.
Exactly. Luan has an intimidation factor.
Seven has 10.
Seven has tricks no one else can do, and he'll just do them. And then, or almost no one else can do. And then Chris, I mean, I don't know what you say about Chris. He can do every trick.
What's some of Chris's that he does that nobody else does?
Dude, we haven't seen him yet because I feel like you're right. The front shove.
He really has that one. Like it's a normal trick. The thing is about Chris, I don't really think, other than that, at least generally in his games of skate, he doesn't do that many like outlandish, crazy tricks. But he
frontside big spin fucks people up a lot.
There's random stuff like that, and he really has every trick. So the other person's just getting tired and they just don't know what to do, and then he wins.
What else does he do?
Hey, I'll tell you what. Seva has no board sponsor, no shoe sponsor, and he is ready to win this shit. I'm telling you what, he ain't being a gentleman. He ain't being no gentleman this year, yo.
Damn, that's a good point, man.
I would say if anyone who wants to win the most, I would say it's Seva. I do think Chris really wants to win, but I think Seva wants to win the most.
I think you're right, dude.
By far.
Like Nyjah wanting to win a street league is like Seva wanting to win Battle of the Barracks. Like that, it's like that's supposed to be Seva's thing. Like, and he got second last year.
Seva's thing.
Seva got second last year, so he's like, Seva's probably pretty fired up to win. Like we're probably standing here talking right now, and Seva's probably skate flat ground.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Fine. I'm not hating on it, but
hey, so Seva's only won one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jocelyn's only. If either of those dudes win, that's somebody's won twice.
I think has anyone else? Oh, Morgan Smith? No, did Morgan Smith win?
PJ's the only one who's done it twice.
PJ. Oh, PJ.
Back to back.
You know what battle's sick? Paul versus PJ.
That's a super good one.
Dude.
I was like, damn, I wish they would just make some dudes play skate who aren't even in it just to be like, hey, these guys playing skate for the warm up and it's gonna be better than the whole shit.
That's sick.
Dude. Shane, I miss Shane in that shit.
Yeah, so do I. I think that was a clear standout or like a clear.
I would just be hyped every game for his knowledge trade because it would be so popped.
Up to your fucking waist.
Oh, that's just crazy. I didn't put this on the topic list, but I just thought of it. Speaking of the Barracks, did either of you see Nate Greenwood had a they changed the name. It's like American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, like the show American Ninja
Warrior. Yeah. But did you watch that segment?
I didn't even get that. No, I didn't watch
pretty
that.
Wild.
Dude, it was sick.
Something new that they could do at that park, and I think a lot of dudes could get down on that if they kept doing something like that.
I agree, and I mean, I think that's the first one, and he set the bar pretty high.
He's really good.
He's so good.
Yeah,
and he has a cool like a cool eye for tricks and skating that park differently, which is rad.
Oh, he's the truth, man. I wish he could get his time in the sun. I don't know when it's gonna come, but
Is he still ride for Sovereign?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it'll. Yeah, I think he's too good, and as he's already pretty hooked up, like I think it has to work out for him. Like his skating really stands out.
I hope
Nike guy.
He needs to come out with a really heavy street part that just doesn't leave any questions, and Sovereign turn him pro, and then hopefully it all works. But contracts and all that is such a different ballgame than it used to be, so who knows?
Yeah. He is sick though.
He is
Speaking of pro, Chris Weimer went pro since our last episode.
Heavy part.
Right after his recruit, and then pro part as well. They turned him pro to
heavy part. I didn't realize he was that good, to be honest with you. I'm pretty unfamiliar with him, especially. I mean, Zero dudes in general. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very familiar with. Dude, when I watched that part though, holy fuck, I definitely understand why he's pro. He's super good. His skating kind of reminds me of like Trevor Colden-ish. I don't know why.
I think he's like John Alley.
He's got those flip into rails.
The way he flicks in, he really catches those he'll kick into a rail trick, and he's like chilling over the rail.
It's a good point. That's a really good point. Flip into rails is some John Alley shit.
He looks like a rail skating Levi Brown.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he got this real like you said, he's so tall. Well, you didn't say he's tall, but
he's tall.
And he catches his shit so high, like frontside flipping the wrong way over shit and all that. Like, dude, it's crazy.
Dude, Levi Brown really has the most like his ninja'd out kickflips, but they don't look overdone. Like I'm down to see those ones.
He looks tall as fuck on footage.
Dude, Levi Brown is the hero, so respect out to that dude.
That's sick.
How you feel about KB going pro, dude?
KB,
Kevin Brown?
Oh, that KB. I thought you were talking. I'm like, KB been pro.
No. KB, that's like
Ron, yeah, he's your guy, then our guy, then now fucking
now he's everyone's guy, dude.
Hey, I was literally talking about Stefan Janowski's switch flip crook in the Ender of Inhabitants like a week before that switch flip crook came. Holy shit.
Dude, yeah. That's a good comparison. Shit, I didn't even think about that.
Stefan is sick. I'm not. Stefan isn't always on my mind as someone I'm like, oh, I want to watch Stefan skate.
I never think of him, to be honest.
But when I do, I'm like, dude, he really has such good style.
Hey, all of his old shit, I don't know what he does nowadays, but his old shit is still like up there. Switch flip crook from back.
That's fucked up.
My
clip is so
guess
good.
On what he does nowadays is
collect checks,
have fun, and enjoy that his shoe has sold like 1 trillion times. But you know what I was talking about the other day? Is the amount of versions of his shoe Nike has made.
Hundreds, dude.
No, not like colorways, like really different. Like there's the Janowski. They did the Janowski mid, the like lunar ones. There was the slip-ons. There's the running shoe version. There's really probably like eight to 10.
I mean, does that surprise you? That's literally what Nike does, dude. They don't make original anything. They just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
I'm about to jump on this phone and go whoop his butt.
What are you
talking about Nike?
Oh, I'm not hating. I mean, Nike's kind of hating, but I think it's crazy.
I will hate on that. That's fine. I just wish they would do more original shoes, man. My God.
Hey, they brought the Gato back. I think that's tight.
Yeah, but again, they brought it back. You just kind of confirmed my point.
Yeah, you're right.
Just make another shoe that's inspired by the Gato, dog. It's not that hard. You're Nike.
I mean,
you put out all these goddamn bullshit runners every single season. Just make a fucking different skate shoe for once.
Hey, they came out with the Nitro. More do you want, bro? Come on.
I don't want a plastic rubber shoe. I can promise you that.
What about the classic?
Come on, bring it on. Keep firing up with this Nike love, dude. I'll fucking shut it down every time.
10-year-old you would have loved how long that Nike shoe lasted.
Dude, for sure. I bet you're right.
I bet that shoe does last forever.
10-year-old me probably would have liked Nyjah.
That's super Nike markets, dude. It ain't me and you, man. It's the little kids.
Depends. What's with all the Blazers?
Yeah,
we're not marketing to kids with that one.
Well, maybe not in Chicago, but if you go around the Inland Empire, every kid looks like the damn FA team. So,
No, that's here too. You're definitely right about
No,
that.
I bet the Blazer. I feel like I see a lot of people skating Blazers now.
Tons, dude.
That shoe did pop for them, like kind of out of nowhere.
Tons.
Like,
Other than
maybe
that green colorway that was popping for a minute, I'm cool with the Blazers. I think they look good. Those green ones, those look like shit, dude.
Blazers are good.
the green and white.
Fuck that ugly ass shoe, dude.
Oh,
Fuck that, dude. I ain't
Which-
going.
The new Bruin they came out with is
sick.
super good. With
I
the
want to
little,
see those. Yeah, the little swoosh. Those are sick.
Do you know what shoe I thought was cool was Omar's shoe?
Oh, that was so long ago.
Yeah,
Dude,
what was that, like 2000?
I saw Omar recently
That dude's the shit.
at a Huff event, and he had Vans on.
Interesting.
No way.
Interesting.
He had some Authentics on. Or some
Interesting.
slip-ons. I think slip-ons. I don't remember. But they were for sure one of those two. They were Vans. That's all I remember.
I mean, they pulled his shoe long time ago. It doesn't really
It didn't
surprise
last
me,
very
I
long.
guess.
I mean, he was in Chronicles, though.
It was a sick shoe, dude. Honestly, man, I had a pair of those.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You know what I was? Nike went a little too far ahead with those Brian Anderson shoes because if they came out now, they'd be
Dude, I said the
Great
same
point.
shit. I said the
Great
same
point.
shit. The runner with the runner toes, right?
They should
Yeah.
just bring it back.
Yep.
Mike's
Dude, I
gonna
said
hate
this-
on it. Mike's gonna hate on it, but just bring it back.
I think I'm okay with that one. That's a signature pro model. I'm fine with them bringing that back.
They should bring it
I
back.
don't know.
Might as well.
You know I'm cool with the all originals, man. I'm all for that shit.
That's true. But I mean, I was talking about
Even that
I was
3ST
talking about-
slip on, I was fine with, and that thing's god awful looking.
I thought you liked that shoe.
With the laces looks fine. The slip on one looks so weird, dude.
I think the slip-on one looks better.
Oh, you're wrong. You're totally wrong, dude.
Slip-on one looks way better. Because the lace-up ones look weird. The lace-up
Nah,
ones they
you're
look like
tripping.
dude, the lace-up ones look almost like wide, or I don't know.
No, they look like soccer shoes. The lace-up ones.
No, the slip-ons look like soccer shoes.
Oh no, those look like some Kanye knockoff bullshit ass things, dude. Oh no.
You are tripping. Andrew, which one out of those two Adidas?
You're talking about Adidas? What is that brand?
Yeah, see, that's how I feel about these fucking swooshes, man.
I can't talk about that brand in this household. Okay, we just go by this one. That's all I know.
Hey, it's cool, dude. We like your shirt, dude. We're all good.
Hey, Deluxe is the only brand.
We love your shirt, bro. I'm wearing a fucking golf company hat today.
What's good with the Wilson hat?
I'm a golfer. What the fuck, dude?
It's win.
What do you mean? Do you know what I do for a living?
As of like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, dude.
So now you're just a golfer as soon as you have a job related to.
I work in a golf distribution, dude.
So that makes you a golfer?
Yeah, that means I fucking whack golf balls all the time.
Wow. This is the type of conversation that Drew would have been so funny.
Oh, I wish he was here, dude.
I wish I gotta have Drew on an episode when I'm on here.
Oh, fuck
yeah,
yeah,
we'll
dude.
line that up. Yeah,
Oh, we gotta line that up for sure.
But
Yeah.
he has to. Does he really not pay attention to skating at all anymore?
No, he's not trolling. He does not pay
He
attention.
really doesn't know anything.
He'd have
He
to
is-
do like a month's worth of homework before I could talk to him. I can't talk to him. If you don't
Duh,
know.
yeah, it's
if you talk
bad.
to
It's
him
bad.
Now, if you talk to him now, it's just purely entertainment because it's funny, but you can't have like a real. I mean, you can talk to him about skating, but you're just gonna have to talk about like P-Rod. That's the only, literally the only skating he sees is he'll just watch P-Rod.
That's
You're
crazy.
not. He's totally telling the truth too. Like he
Hey,
really
speaking of
is.
Nike and Paul, I do like Nike's that new Paris edit. I don't remember the name.
Oh, that went crazy.
That edit was really sick.
Yeah, that was sick as fuck. Okay, fine. We'll talk about Nike in a positive
edit
way.
was
That was
tight.
sick, dude.
Paul, Costin,
Heavy
Tyron
squad.
was in that too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dang, it's like
Glad
lineup.
they used Paul for something because Jesus, he's like the face of Nike. He's like the dude you think of when you think of Nike. So
I think so.
I
Yeah.
mean, it sucks now he's hurt because I feel like they were about to start doing a lot more with him again. But
They need to because he got sicker.
He
Paul
got
He
sicker.
really got cooler. he got cooler.
I think
Oh,
in the
dude, he's
end of
always
the
been
year-
cool.
I never said he wasn't cool, but he got cooler as he
That's
kind of
fine.
as he kind of chilled out on the whole like practicing for contests so much, got in the streets again. Pants got bigger again, and he looks sicker.
His pants got bigger and he got sicker.
He really looks cooler now.
You even said it. We all know P-Rod's good as hell at street and sick, but because he had that contest thing, you didn't think he was so sick. Isn't that a bummer?
Weird.
You can't do both. Hey, you got it. You skate contests so you can retire off this shit. But if you do it too much, you're a kook. Like it's such a fucking.
I personally would never go to the extent of calling Paul Rodriguez a kook, but
well, not him. Contest.
No, I know I know. But I mean, it was just like, and he was focused on. He was doing his thing. He can do whatever he wants to do. But him in the streets now
is way cooler.
Like his footage in Primitive Never. I love that.
Yeah.
And like if like 4 years ago, if you told me, I don't know, I wouldn't have cared that much. I wouldn't have hated on it. But I would have been like, yeah, Paul, like whatever, he skates his park in Beebles Park and he skates Street League. Like, yeah, okay.
Like a week or two before he tore his shit, we were at the Nike park with him. This dude looked like the best skater on the planet Earth. And I was like, geez, why aren't you in contest now? Everything was first try and everything was fucked up. Like, just got to the park, little bit of shit, then nollie flip, no slide, the table, first try.
The table?
It's not small. Like,
he nollie flip, no slid a table.
Yes. Switch big spins down the stairs, backside big spins, like switch back threes down.
And that's a rare trick.
It's very rare, especially down shit.
It was the day he did the nose grind, nollie backside heel up the ledge.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what clip you're talking about.
And he would just fucking everything.
I think I reposted that actually.
I must say, in Never, he does on that butter bench ledge thing that's in like Long Beach-ish. I don't remember where it is. The one in the schoolyard. Front shove, back nose grind, nollie back heel.
Oh shit, that thing is good. By the way,
that's a switchback. Switchback three.
Coping on it.
I know, but they put knobs on the coping.
I think they took it off. I skated there like 2 months ago. I got a clip that's not worth anything, but
yeah, maybe you're right. But I know it was skate stopped at least for a second.
Yeah, I think it's good, but it's in Torrance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, go check it out. I'm glad you're over there.
I've been. It's a good spot. Yeah. But that clip, and you know what I do like even more is that he has raw footage from that, and he does one that's more bolts than the one he used, but the one he used, he landed on it so sick.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I'd almost expect him to want to use the more like perfect one, but I'd like the one he used more.
And maybe Alan convinced him not to use that one.
Someone told him the one that was like 99% perfect actually looked a little more flavor to it than the 100%.
I can't wait for him to come back though, because you know he's gonna be real hungry for skating now. Like his first major in his whole career.
Oh, okay, dude, that's actually sick because it could just be like he comes back and just starts firing stuff off.
Okay, like remember when Guy came back and it was the most fucked up thing? Now imagine P-Rod leaves.
Paul's back and just goes crazy.
Yeah, like
dude, that would be sick. That would be rad.
Yeah.
Well, that's about all we got on this topic list.
Wow,
that
was a good list though.
We did have a good list.
Some dope shit.
We did wait 2 weeks to do a show due to Thanksgiving and traveling and life. But it gave us a sick topic list, so I think it was worth it.
Yeah, good episode for me to get on.
Yeah,
dude, we wish you were here all the time, dog.
Hey,
yeah, we gotta keep this going.
Yeah, I'm not busy. I'm down to hop in. You know what I have the idea? No, I'll tell you off air. I have a good idea.
Don't blow it out. Well,
you caught that one right away, bro.
As soon as I click stop broadcast, we can talk about it.
No, it's a good idea. I just need the right people behind it, and I really don't want to do it. So maybe I'll just give it to you because I'm not.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on 179. Thank you to everyone for listening. Andrew, thanks again for coming on. And we'll be back.